Hello friends! Formula for success is rise early, work hard, strike oil. Let me make you a bit more aware about Ferrari SPA. I'm sure the name is very much familiar to you, but let me tell something beyond the name and what makes its name so familiar to all of us.
Italy's workforce and increasing environmental concerns. To combat this, Ferrari partnered with Fiat in 1969. Efforts shifted mainly to F1 and away from endurance racing, and a number of key wins at the end of the decade justified this decision. However, 1973's oil crisis meant luxury automakers were suffering. Ferrari succeeded with the introduction of the 308 GT4, which featured the company's first production V8 engine and an extreme departure in design. Sales continued to increase on the strength of two-seater sports cars like the 308 GTB and GTS. During the 1980s, Ferrari began to struggle on the racetrack, but saw unprecedented success with road models.
Ferrari is an Italian sports car manufacturer based in Maranello, Italy. Founded by Enzo Ferrari in 1929 as Scuderia Ferrari, the company sponsored drivers and manufactured race cars before moving into production of street-legal vehicles as Ferrari SPA in 1947. He spent his life dedicated to innovating on the track and transferring what worked to fast, sexy, exclusive road cars. Though there were some rough years, the company continues in that same tradition today. Enzo Ferrari was not initially interested in the idea of producing road cars when he formed Scuderia Ferrari. Ferrari prepared and successfully raced various drivers in Alfa Romeo cars until 1938 when he was hired by Alfa Romeo to head their motor racing department. In 1939, Enzo Ferrari left Alfa Romeo's employment to start his own racing stable. Ferrari is not only known for majestic sport cars, defying Formula One race cars, but also for the power, the acceleration and the acceleration that its drivers experience. Here is the wonderful success story of Enzo Ferrari.
The one car that comes the very closest to marrying the racing technology in a street car is the 458 Italia. Of course, Ferrari, the company, built the Enzo, the GTOs, and the F40, but those were reserved for the most qualified drivers as customers. Later it became who had spent the most money with the company, but that's a completely different story. Enzo Ferrari was never known to be madly in love with any of his customers or racing drivers, except for perhaps Gilles Villeneuve, who was killed in 1982 at the Belgian Grand Prix. So when Enzo's son Dino wanted to build a car that was mid-engine powered for street customers, Ferrari wasn't pleased. Unfortunately, Dino was ill with muscular dystrophy, and Ferrari relented with offering up a V6-powered small car that was called the Dino.
Ferrari's success story began when he left the CMN racing team, where he had little to no initial success, to start racing for the Alfa Romeo racing team. Ferrari's successes in the local races promoted him to become the head of the Scuderia Ferrari, Alfa's racing team, where he started to develop a racing team that won only few victories despite the high quality of the drives. After the Second World War, Ferrari founded Ferrari SPA, which is where the success story of the company Ferrari started to evolve. The products of Ferrari are Ferrari F2012, Ferrari SP12EC, Ferrari Super America 45, Ferrari 458 Italia, and Ferrari F430. Ferrari's success cannot be measured in terms of revenues and sales or in terms of market capitalization. Ferrari never made an IPO and is not even quoted in any stock exchange market. Ferrari's success has to be measured only in terms of brand value and product value. Probably the Ferrari brand is worth more than the Google brand, the Apple brand, Nike, GE, IBM, BMW, Mercedes, Exxon, Shell, or any other brand. No other brand has the allure of the Ferrari brand. The Italian luxury car maker Ferrari has earned the #1 spot this year, and with it the title of European Workplace of the Year. The 2,850 employees of Ferrari share a unique culture characterized by a strong sense of teamwork and heartfelt dedication to perpetuating the company's legend. All employees also receive 2 tickets to the Imola and Monza F1 races where they can see their handiwork in action. To quote one of the employees, "We work for a common, important and unique objective to help Ferrari to continue to be a part of history." In the past, Ferrari's main competitors were Lamborghini, Maserati. Ferrari confirmed that it will bring to the 2012 Geneva Auto Show an extreme V12 sports car, the expected successor to the 599 GTB Fiorano, dubbed F620 GT, according to European press reports. Ferrari also reported record vehicle sales and revenues for 2011 and said it continues to experience significant rates of growth in China and the US, among other overseas markets. The automaker sold a record 7,195 cars last year, up 9.5% from 2010. It also saw revenues jump more than 17% to a record $2.95 billion. Profit increased slightly to $210 million. According to Germany's Autobile, the new car will be called F620 GT and will get a more potent version of Ferrari's 6.3-litre V12, driving the rear wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox. Founded by Enzo Ferrari over 80 years ago in Modena, the original name is still today the name of the racing team division of Ferrari SPA. Scuderia Ferrari recently invested in a 6-channel Pulse-LAN 11 data acquisition system. This is mainly used for engine tests, bench balancing, a major issue when Ferrari's Formula 1 engine ran at up to 20,000 RPM. Ferrari is dedicated not only to develop the fastest and luxury cars, but to also dedicate to build something which is powerful. As we can see, history is the witness how a man started off with his dream to make something which is fastest and powerful, and without building genuine products, it's very difficult for any company to survive for a long run in the global market. It is here that passion, innovation and technology combine to create the company's GT and Formula 1 cars. Although the costs involved in Formula 1 are phenomenally high, motor racing is and always has been part of Ferrari's DNA, and Ferrari's road cars benefit not only from the brand image of the racing cars but also from the unique technical expertise gained from Formula 1 racing. So friends, don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in, and it will come naturally. All the best.